Hi everyone, this is Toni with Toni's Web Design and Maid Services Marketing. I wanted to provide a quick video on how to use your review monitoring portal. If you're on the digital marketing package, the full plan, then you have quite a bit of access. There are 3 tiers. The first tier doesn't have reporting and I don't think has access to some of the widgets. The second or the middle tier, the most popular tier, has access to the reporting and all the widgets, but you have a limit of 200 text messages per month. The next tier up has 400 text messages per month. So it really just kind of comes down to how many text messages you think you're going to need. The middle package is the most popular. So what I wanted to show you quickly is when you are added to the system, you're going to receive an email invite. That email invite comes with a link that you need to click. Clicking on that takes you to a page that allows you to create a password and log in. Once you're logged in, you're going to land on your dashboard. Now this is my super admin right now, so you're going to see a little bit of things that you may not see in yours. But your dashboard is going to have some things here, some side navigation for you to choose from. Now the funnel is where I've set everything up, and I do not allow anybody any kind of access to this particular section of the system. The reason why is because I've already gone through and verified your latitude and longitude, your address, found you on some listings. I have added all of the content and set up the emails and the stuff that I want to say here. And here on the setup page, I've actually gone through and written all of the code to style this how I want this to look. And when you give this link to your customers, you'll see that it's your own link. And when they go to leave you a review, the first thing that pops up is Google. It's our primary because Google is where most people search. The problem with Google, unfortunately, is that they do require you to have a Gmail account in order to leave a review. Not everybody has or wants to get a Gmail account. So the next best thing is to offer them the ability to leave you a review on Facebook. And with over 1 billion users, if they don't have a Gmail account, they probably have a Facebook account. So this is already all set up for you. And there's really no reason for anybody to have access to all of this because I've already set up all the code. I've created your subdomain. I've done all that for you. Now, depending on your level of access, you will have the ability to come into the Widgets tab. And the Widgets tab, like this is the landing page that you see right here. So you can have that on another page if you want to. There's email signature snippets. So if you want to provide an opportunity in your email signature to have people rate you, feel free to come over here and copy the code and you can plug that into your email provider or your email software of choice. There's also a QR code and a Review Us button. Then on the review requests, this is where you're probably going to spend, between this and your reviews, is probably where you're going to spend the majority of your time when it comes to working inside the portal. So recipients is where you're going to add a recipient to the system. So if you wanted to add a recipient, you click Add a Recipient. If you have the option of email and text, which most of you do, you can choose email or text. So if you wanted to email, you click Email. You're going to have to plug in their name and address. You can add tags if you choose, and then certify that they have given you permission to do so. Add the recipient, and there they are. But the emails do not go out until you click the little check mark right here, and it explains it over here on the right. Once you check that box and it turns green to activate it, then all recipients will be dumped over into the active tab, and immediately they will receive the initial request email. It goes out immediately. And here's what it looks like. You are welcome to change these. However, I can tell you with years of experience that 3 email requests is really the max that you want to ask someone to give you a review. Otherwise, you just become pesky. And if you want to change the wording, by all means, go ahead. But I found that this is really effective in doing so. And I've set it all up for you. So you really don't have to do it if you don't want to. So the first email goes out immediately. The second one will go out 3 days after that, and then 7 days. Now you can add additional ones. I don't recommend it because if they haven't left you a review at this point, they're likely not going to. Once they're active, you can see a list of them here. Now I've got the system set up that once they click on the link in your review portal, so once they click on this and come to this page, the system cannot verify whether or not they left a review. It only can verify whether or not it clicked a button, like it took an action, because we're recording that, we're listening to that. So the system will automatically place somebody into the inactive tab as soon as they have clicked on the link to the portal. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they've left you a review. So it'll be important for you to come to the review tabs, and you should do it on a daily basis. Come to the review tabs and look at all these beautiful 5 stars here. So once you come over to the reviews tab, you can check. And if you're checking it every day, you'll have a good idea of whether or not that client has left you a review. Now, I will tell you that sometimes, especially when it comes to Google, actually mostly with Google, a customer may leave you a review, but sometimes Google will take several days before they will allow it to post live. Sometimes, and I've had a client leave me a review on, I've had 2 clients leave me a review on Google, and for whatever reason, they're not showing live on Google. There could be a variety of reasons. Google tends to make you jump through a lot of hoops. I just haven't fought them on it. So just be aware that once a customer has clicked on the review here in the review quest, that once they've gotten this link and they've clicked on it, that they will be automatically placed, sorry about that, they will automatically placed in the inactive tab. You'll still see their name and email and all this other stuff when it was sent, last sent. You'll have access to all that information. And if you see them in the inactive tab, I would be checking on a regular basis over here in the reviews to see if a review pops up. If it doesn't, they didn't leave you a review. You are welcome at any point, because maybe they clicked on the link but the phone rang and they just forgot to come back. So just like you see in the active right here pending, in the inactive, you will also see the same thing down here, and you can actually come back and reactivate them and put them back in the queue. That is possible for you to do. Now, I wouldn't do it more than once, but it does allow you that if somebody did not leave you a review or if it's not showing, you can either follow up with a phone call if you so choose, or you can reactivate them. And they will automatically become inactive, not only after they click the button, but also after they've received all 3 emails in the email campaign. Again, if they haven't responded to you, it's possible it's going into their junk folder or whatever. You may want to follow up with a phone call, and you can just tell them that you'll resend it out, and you can put them back into the campaign. You can activate them again. You can also choose to send phone or text messages. Again, it's already set up for you. And there is one text message that goes out immediately once you've plugged them in. Now, I've generated a phone number based on your address specifically for you, and that's your phone number to use for your texting. Do understand that text messages, every account will have a limit, 100, 200, or 400. So text over 160 characters or with images, which I highly recommend you to avoid, are going to use 2 or more messages, and you will be billed accordingly for those messages. And I can't remember off the top of my head, I think it's 4 or 5 cents per text message. So Make sure you stay within your limits, but you get 200 per month. The other thing is that with your email, you can add one recipient at a time, or if you'd like to upload a CSV, you can do so, but you can only upload 100 at a time. And if you do the upload CSV, it'll actually give you a sample right here. So I recommend that you look at that sample and make sure that your CSV matches that example exactly before you do that. It's probably not a good idea to go back beyond 30 days or maybe even 2 weeks, because once you get so far out from the service date or purchase date of whatever it is that you provided to this customer, they may be a little hazy or foggy on what it is that you're reaching out to them for or what service you provided. But that's completely on you. So you've got your pending until you activate them. You can set them up here. Add a recipient one at a time, upload a CSV with 100 people or person limit at a time. You can upload multiple, but you also have a limit on your phone or text. So also be aware of that. You've got 200 per month on this particular account. Some will have 100, some will have 400. All right. So this is where you're going to take care of most of your stuff. Then when you come over and you start getting your reviews, and it's automatically going to start surfing the web and pull in your reviews based on the information that I've already added back in the funnel where I don't allow you access. So all this information that I have in here, and I've already done the research and pulled you through, it's already tracking all that stuff. So it's going to pull in all your reviews, and you can show as many reviews, you can show up to 100. But when you get down to the bottom of the page, if you have a lot, there's going to be some next buttons here. And it looks like this particular client has a total of 174 entries between Facebook and Google, which is pretty outstanding. And we want to have them to keep getting more, right? So you can come into the reviews section, the reviews tab, and you can see every review that has been left for you, who left it, the date that they left it, what platform they left it on, the rating that you got, a preview of what was said, and you can actually respond directly from this portal. And I highly recommend it, because that way you don't have to open a window for Google or Facebook. Just come into your portal, click the respond button. It's going to ask you to log into those particular things, and you can automatically start to respond from each one. You can also share these, and I'll get to that here in just a second, but and you'll have red here if you've not integrated your social media, and I'll show you where to do that here in just a second. So go down here to reporting. Reporting, I would highly recommend you, if you have access to the reporting, you can pull up a report and you can generate a report anytime you want to. And once you start using the portal on a regular basis, it's going to give you like an overall view. So you've got 8 reviews in 90 days between 3 months. And it's going to explain what some of the biggest, most commonly used words, what your most dominant, where your star ratings are at. But you can schedule a report if you have the full digital marketing package or the second or third tier of the review monitoring. So you can schedule a report and have it hit you the first of the month for the prior 30 days. And it's just kind of nice that you can see like this at a glance view of how your reputation is doing and how effective your campaign is. The more active you are, the better this report's going to be, and the higher this number is right here that's going to see, it's going to show what's going on. And let me see. Yeah, you can certainly set those up to do that. All right. Links you don't have access to. Let's come over here to the settings. Go to the review tabs and come to your settings. And in your settings tab, you can see that you can add your Facebook or your Twitter. So when you come back here to the reviews, on the all reviews, and you want to share them, when you share them, it will post it based on you setting up. If you want to link your social media accounts here, you are certainly able to do them. And then make sure you set your times so that it's not posting at a time that's not going to benefit you. Try to do it during the day when most people are on. And actually, there's some studies out there of the best times to post on social media for every day of the week. So I would certainly take a look at that. I've already set the default here that it's going to auto-publish reviews if the rating is 4 or more. So if you have, we always set up the review monitoring, the widget on your website, and it's going to show anything from 4 stars or up. If you want to show 3 stars or up, you're more than welcome to do that. But this is designed to kind of put you in the best light and build authority and trust on your website. And we're really not trying to promote any kind of negative reviews. So 4 stars or more, and anytime that they're here, they can click on these directly from your website, and it's going to take people directly to where this review is so they can verify that it's an actual review. The other thing is let's find a Google one. You can click on Google and it's going to take you right to Google. They can verify that this is a real live review. Okay. I don't want to post. So you got the widget on your page. You've got the widgets that you can use for landing pages, QR code, review button you want to add maybe to your signature, or maybe you want to add the stars to your email signature. You've got the review request tab that allow you to add recipients either 1 at a time or 100 at a time via an upload CSV. Here you've got instructions that explains how to activate, how to remove them, delete them, that kind of thing. I wouldn't recommend deleting them, but you can if you want to. And then you can see if somebody unsubscribed, so you got to respect that. Who is active, who is inactive, the email and text activity. Here's your emails already set up for you. You really don't have to do anything. You just need to add your client's name and email or phone number, and it'll automatically, the system will take care of it for you. So you've got your emails with the 3 emails in the drip campaign. You got the phone text with the 1 text that'll go out. You have an option of printing some cards that are kind of like they're like a handout that you can do that comes with the QR code. Maybe you're doing an event or something like that and you just want to hand them out and get reviews. Maybe it's for this particular client, maybe it's a taste testing or something of that sort, and they just want to get a bunch of reviews. It's a great way to drive quick and fast reviews. All in all, that's it. There's a PDF guide that walks you through the importance of doing reviews. It also provides you instructions on how to respond to a positive or negative review, because how you respond to each is different. And it's important to make sure that you're responding to all of your reviews, whether they're positive or negative. No matter what, you need to respond, and you should really respond within 24 to 48 hours and no later. And you should be sending out your review request the very day that you provided the service or product to your customer. You don't want to wait beyond 24 or 48 hours. The sooner you request it, the better likelihood you have of getting that review. So that's how you're going to use your review portal. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, Toni at tonyswebdesign.com or Toni at maidservicesmarketing.com. Thank you so much and have a great day.